All right, Vishal Sikka has resigned as the MD and CEO of Infosys. Remember, this coming in the light and the aftermath of a pretty public internal battle going on inside the tech firm. UB Pravin Rao has been given the interim responsibility for both the posts. Infosys battling both internal, external challenges in terms of uncertain global economic environment and high-profile founders flagging concerns around the alleged corporate governance lapses in the company. In fact, Vishal Sikka has also posted on his blog after his resignation. I'll just read out an excerpt of it. He says, "Much after contemplation, I have decided to leave because the distractions, the very public noise around us have created an untenable atmosphere. I deeply believe in creating value in an atmosphere of freedom, trust and empowerment. Life is too short to engage in battles of opinions in the public. These add no value, take critical time and focus away from the business, and indeed add more to the noise, to the eardrum buzz, as I wrote to you a few months ago." So Vishal Sikka putting in his papers after he came under criticism from the likes of Narayan Murthy for the kind of corporate governance practice that was at the company, at the top of the company, with high bonuses being taken by the top hierarchy. Sikka is has resigned rather as MD and CEO, and UB Pravin Rao will be taking in the interim responsibility. Our South India Bureau Chief Pooja Prasanna now joining us over the phone line. Pooja, any initial reactions you're getting to this resignation? Was the company expecting it, or is it out of the blue?
Well, given the kind of attacks, back and forth that we've seen between Vishal Sikka and some of the founders of Infosys, it was on expected lines, of course. And, at 2 o'clock, we're expecting a statement from Infosys. We have received a statement in which Infosys has said that at around 2 p.m. they will address a press conference. Apart from that, they've also arranged for 2 investor calls as well. This big move coming in the backdrop of even Narayan Murthy in the past having expressed his displeasure and differences with Vishal Sikka. And in fact, in his resignation letter and also the blog that has been made public by Vishal Sikka after the resignation, he speaks about how despite, successes over the last 3 years, as far as Infosys is concerned, there has been a lot of negativity and most of them have been personal in nature. And in view of that, he thought it is best to step down, although he will continue over the next 1 year as the executive chairman of Infosys. He thought that it is best to make way for someone else. And of course, as you rightly said, UB Pravin Rao now will take over as the MD of Infosys.
And Pooja, just for the benefit of our viewers, could you just take us through the sequence of events that has led to this? Because there has been a high-profile and rather public battle that went on between the management under Sikka and the founding, members of Infosys like Narayan Murthy, who even came out in public to say they do not agree with the way the higher hierarchy was working.
Well, over a period of the last few months, Vishal Sikka, ever since he was, of course, appointed as the managing director and CEO of the company after Narayan Murthy stepped down, there have been several differences, in fact, in the public domain as well.
All right, it seems we're having some trouble with the link with Pooja Prasanna. We'll try and get her back on this story. But Vishal Sikka putting in the papers and also blaming, quote-unquote, the noise around him and others, the noise and distractions, because of which he's leaving his positions as both MD and CEO. He's written a rather lengthy resignation letter and also posted it on his blog. I believe Pooja is back with us. Pooja, you were giving us a sense of everything that has happened in leading up to this resignation. Just encapsulate that for us, the bitter battle that ensued between Sikka and the founding members. All right, it seems Pooja isn't back with us, so we'll try and get her back. But Vishal Sikka in his blog has also said, and I quote, "The founding principle of the strategy I laid out for our renewal was personal empowerment, working in an entrepreneurial environment." This is just one of the few lines from his blog, but he's written a rather lengthy one. And there is, of course, UB Praveen Rao, who's been appointed as the interim CEO Managing Director, reporting to Sikka under the overall supervision and control of the company's board. Sikka has also been appointed as Executive Vice Chairman effective from today and will hold office until the new permanent CEO and Managing Director takes charge, which will be no later than March 31st, 2018.